So now that we have everything, we're gonna go to Exodus 20, and we're gonna go to 12 now. Remember, we're dissecting everything. We're proving things as it is written. So this is Exodus 20 and 12. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. So you're supposed to honor your father and your mother. Hold this and let's go to 4, because we always have to bring witnesses out now. 19 and 3, so you can have a better understanding. That honor also means reverence and fear. Alright? It says Leviticus 19 and 3. Ye shall fear every man his mother and father. Yeah, every man you have to fear the mother and father. And keep my Sabbaths. I am the Lord. He said you better keep those Sabbaths also. Yeah. He said keep those Sabbaths. Fear your then find to honor your mother and father. You better keep those Sabbaths also. Don't let those Satan worshippers in the church trick you. They just feel off your emotions. Keep the Sabbath day, which is Saturday, alright? The last day. The end of the days of the week. Keep that day. That's the day he says to keep holy. Yeah. Let's go to Exodus 21 and 15 to show you something even more severe. And he that smiteth his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. So that shows how severe it is. Even if you just smite your father and your mother, you're going to be put to death for that. Most High, he doesn't play with these laws, all right? So now we're about to go into one of the deeper laws. Exodus 20:13. Thou shalt not kill. It comes from the Hebrew word ratazak, meaning murder. You kill somebody that's innocent. You don't do that. See, the Most High people just automatically have in their mind that the Most High, he just gonna let things pass. Like all the Native American Indians that died, that the people that killed them, they can just escape in death. Nah, Most High, he said he gonna bring back. Let's go to just to let you know that they won't be escaping the Most High in death. All those Caucasians that murdered those Native American Indians won't escape. Right? This is Daniel's 12th chapter. Daniel's 12 and 2. So you can understand that these people that did it won't escape. I'm going to start at 12 and 1. At that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even unto that same time. And all that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. Alright, verse 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. Why? Those are the ones that done that murder and stuff. They're going to awaken to shame. They still have to pay for that. You can't escape the Most High in death. Are you crazy? Yo. See, that's what people say. It says, thou shalt not kill. Let's go to Exodus. Exodus 21 and 12. He that smiteth a man so that he die shall surely be put to death. Yo. So, but now, that's if you smite an innocent person. Because the Most High, he already told you that you're not supposed to, like, smite no innocent man. Numbers 35 and 16. I had to get another witness now. Because that's what it says. Prove all things. And if he smite him, it says, talking about the person that murder. If he smite him with an instrument of iron so that he die, he is a murderer, and the murderer shall surely be put to death. If a person smites somebody, innocent, he's a murderer. He has to be put to death. Hey, that's how it is now. Back to Exodus. This is the deep one now. Exodus 20 and 14 goes into sexual now. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Who knows what adultery is? Anybody knows what the definition of adultery is? Let's see what the definition of adultery is. So we can just get what is adultery. Adultery means what? You breaking wedlock, meaning sexual conduct between people who are not married. People who are married, but they're breaking wedlock. So in other words, you have a person that's married. He's breaking wedlock means you're now husband and wife. Y'all break that by going outside of marriage and having a sex with someone else. That's adultery, and we're gonna prove it. That you're breaking wedlock or you're breaking your marriage duties by doing this adultery thing. That's why adultery is very, very sincere. It's very, very severe. Yeah, right now this is in the midst of a storm, so that's why you're hearing all these noises. It's like this storm that's happening outside, but a storm might be happening outside, but understanding is happening inside. Let me just get this the definition of adultery, so I can see to show you what the dictionary says about this. So it says adultery is an extramarital sex that is considered objectionable on well, they don't go into it in like the regular English dictionary, but according to the Bible, it's when it's two married people, they break their marriage vows and they have sex outside their marriage. So it's breaking wedlock. That's known as adultery. So, and we're gonna prove it to see. Now we're gonna go to Exodus 22:16. Now this is how you're supposed to if you want to marry somebody, you have to make sure they're not betrothed to somebody, right? Exodus 22:16. It says, if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, meaning she's not engaged to someone as a fiance, and lie with her, he shall surely indulge her to be his wife. That's supposed to be your wife now. Supposed to bring her, give her the dowry of virgins, so that can be your wife. So that's how things are handled back then when two people get together. Nowadays, everybody just jump on whoever they want because they have Satan on them and they're Satan worshippers. So Leviticus 18:20. Leviticus 18:20. It says, moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife to defile thyself with her. So it says you're not supposed to lie carnally with your neighbor's wife. Why? Because that's an adulterous act right there. That's your neighbor's wife that you commit adultery with. So you're not supposed to do that. All right, verse 29. For whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the soul of that commit them shall be cut off from amongst their people. So in other words, you commit any of these abominations, you're supposed to be cut off from amongst your people. That means put to death. That's how severe this is. Now he's going to go into more deeper about adultery. Deuteronomy 22:22. It says this. If a man be found laying with a woman married to a husband, all right, married to a husband, then they shall both of them die, both the man laying with the woman and the woman. So shall thou put away evil out of Israel. So whoa, there it is. You caught laying with someone's wife, you have to put away evil out of Israel now. That's the thing. Both of them shall be put to death. So that's part of the law. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Now, this is why it's so severe, and it's part of those these commandments, is because when the Most High makes marriage, it says that these two become one flesh. So, and the Most High is about to bless the family, bless the children, add a blessing to this whole family. But now a person comes in and breaks that wedlock. Now the Most High has to take that blessing off. He can't bless their family now because now someone came between that wedlock now. So now the Most High is upset, and now the person's going to put like a vengeful spirit on whatever spouse. That's a very serious thing right there. That adultery. So, but still, we watch movies like How to Be a Player, and it seems okay. No, it's not okay. All right. So it says, you shall not commit adultery. Now, we're going to go back to Exodus 20:14 again. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. So let's go to Leviticus 19:11. So we can understand that. 19:11. Ye shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another. So in other words, you're not supposed to go around take things that's not yours. There's even a law, meaning if a thief wants to repent, he have to give back whatever he's stolen. So, and we're going to show you how a thief can give back. This is Exodus 22:1. So if a thief repents and things like that, comes back to the Most High, he still got to give back whatever he took. 22:1. It says, if a man shall steal an ox or a sheep and kill it or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for a sheep and 4 sheep for a sheep. So in other words, it tells you right here how a person who he steals. If a person steals something, he still have to restore whatever he's stolen. All right. Now, it says the next one is Exodus 20:16. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. So right there, bearing false witness against thy neighbor is like going on the same way of lying. Oh yeah, there's one thing also I forgot about to tell about adultery. So we're gonna go to Mark 8:38, just in case if you want to know how Christ Himself feels about that. This is Mark 8:38. Because anybody that breaks that wedlock and jumps on someone else, that's considered adultery, who is not of their spouse. So Mark 8:38. It says, whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he come in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. So you want to act a fool and you want to be like one of these pastors in the churches, and they say, oh, we ain't going to talk about the Sabbath, we ain't going to talk about all that. But you say all that stuff about we don't want to talk about that. You ashamed of the Most High's word. He said, if you ashamed of the Most High word in this sinful generation, the Most High going to be ashamed of you. All right. So let's go back to Exodus. All right. Exodus 20, and it says Exodus 20:16. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. All right. So bearing false witness against thy neighbor, that's just another way of saying, like, when you're at that time, there was a way where you judged the people. When there was judging, they need 2 or more witnesses. Now, if a person bears false witness against your neighbor, and you say something against your neighbor, you can get your neighbor killed by doing that. So it's, in other words, it's going on with lying. That's the thing. The Most High does not like a lying tongue. So that's why it's saying you bear false witness. Because during the time when it's time to testify in court before the judges, and you saying, oh, my neighbor or this Israelite was doing this when he wasn't, you're lying in court bearing false witness, there's a point where you can put that person to death and your blood could be on his hands. So that's a very severe law. But it goes on with lying. That's why the Bible says, lie not one to another. All right. So we're going to go to the last one, verse 17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor. It comes from the Hebrew word kamad, which means lust. It's in other words, it says you're not supposed to be lusting after your neighbor's house to go and take it, like you want to go and worship and take it. Not supposed to be lusting after your neighbor's house, or his manservant, or a maidservant. That's what it's saying. Hebrew word lust. That's what kamad means. Now, I'm gonna also show you. Even Christ even says something about being covetous, covetous. So this is Luke 12th chapter now. 15th verse. Luke 12:15. And he said unto them, take heed, and beware of covetousness. For a man's life consists not in the abundance of the things which he possesses. Meaning you over there looking at people, they have all these possessions, they have all these things, and you want to have it so badly that you worshiping it, that you will actually do some odd things to take it. That's known as covetousness. Or you just want more and more and more and more. Christ said, take heed of that. We're in the carnal body. This ain't our time to rule. So I was just going over those. Those are the 10 Commandments in Exodus 20. And I'm doing a series where we're going to be teaching the laws. Because people, they need to know the laws. That's how it is. So we're going to be going through like many laws that probably y'all never heard of. Like there's even parts of the law that says you can't even, not supposed to be getting tattoos. It says it. Things like that. I mean, there are laws in the Bible that you must follow. The so-called Christian churches, they're not obligated to teach you that because they signed a form to be a pastor where there's certain things they just can't say. Yeah, once they sign that 501c3 and they give them that whole list of things that you can't say if you want to be called a reverend. But right here, we get everything from the Most High. That's the thing. We're the real pastors. So let's go to Jeremiah 3:15 again, just to end it up. I will give you pastors like me. I'm a pastor, as weird. I'm not one of those pastors of these churches out there that you see, these fake Christians, these Satan-worshiping Christians. I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And the knowledge and understanding come from the Bible. That's the knowledge and understanding. And so that's why I had to come over here and break down the 10 Commandments and everything in the spirit of Hamashiach Yahushai, which is the Hebrew version of Jesus Christ, to let y'all know. Now there's other laws that we're going to get into, unclean laws, things like laws of uncleanness, laws of civil laws. I mean, there's even laws that says you're not even supposed to wear diversity linens, and there's laws how you even treat your own people, things like that. I mean, why not teach them? The churches don't. I mean, if we don't, who will? I mean, you got the Christians of God, which are us. We're the Christians of God. You got the Christians of the devil, which are those that follow Christianity. You got the Israel of God and the Israel of the devil. You got the officers of God and officers of the devil. You got the people of God and the people of the devil. Which one are you? Just think about that, all right? And with that, I say Shalom, which means peace, and this is Brother Itazayah Razamav. Until we meet again, all our people out there. Shalom.